morning, Capricorn, and I'm going to give you the same spiel I've given everybody else. The first week of every month is very busy for me because I have my own business, and so my sales are very, very busy the first week of the month, and I didn't want to not do videos this week, so what I have decided to do is, and I've been wanting to incorporate the Rumi Oracle into my readings because the messages are so beautiful. So I have pulled a card for you, Capricorn, and I'm going to read the message. It says 42, Dance of the Divine Feminine. I've already got the page marked. It kind of cuts down on it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. It says here, Dance of the Divine Feminine. And if you hear my dog walking around, never mind her dogs. I've got 2 dogs. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the saw or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. Rumi. Let me see if I can get situated here. How can your feet hear to be still when the music is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more? You were made to move and to grow, to love and to flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. Sorry, that top part's just really hard to read. You may feel unsettled, beloved, as though the ground beneath you is not so solid. You may touch it to see. Is it moving? Of course. Is it hurtling through the skies, spinning, tilted on its axis? It's amazing you aren't passed out on the floor in utter dizziness. Yet you stand there, imagining you have a choice of not moving. What funny foolishness. Let us laugh about it together. How can you even imagine it? Only through some misplaced fear. It is such a small craziness, really. You can cast it off, that small crazy fear. Let it return to the earth, mother, to become fertilizer for the far grander and more exciting insanity of divine love instead. Give up that tiny insanity in favor of the greater craziness of love. You cannot be unmoved by it. The rhythm of life will get you shaking your hips eventually. How could you not become entranced by the gleaming dance floor, shimmering with possibility and invitation? This oracle comes to you with guidance. Your life may feel as though it is being zipped upside down. Perhaps you feel as though the great beloved in a feisty mood has grabbed your ankles, is holding you upside down, and shaking you wildly until your skirt is over your head, or the pockets of your pants become freed of their contents, keys, and wallet, dripping to the floor in disarray. Your hair is messy, your bottom is in the air, and your sense of orientation is nowhere to be found. Blood is rushing to your head, and goodness knows you just want to be put down to have a moment to come to your senses. So that beloved will give you the gift. But don't imagine it will last for too long. The great beloved esteems you capable of so much more than being sure-footed and sensible. You're capable of more whirling and stumbling while inspired by the music of the spears. If you just accept the great invitation to dance, there won't be so much roughhousing going on. It won't be needed because your hair will already be in a mess, your blood will already be pumping, and you'll be swearing, laughing, smiling, and dancing. The great beloved will be alive in you, which is all the grand seducer ever wanted in the first place, even with all the jokes and horseplay. Disarrayed and disheveled, The divine beloved, you are able to break out of an all too ordinary world. You will explore the delightful consequences of rock boats and upset apple carts being swept away. By love, as you dare to dream, everything starts itching. I think I need glasses too. The apple carts being swept away by love as you dare to dream bolder and wilder dreams for yourself. Prosaic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. It yourself, whilst the beloved is tipping you upside down like a soaring bird in most impressive aerial dynamics. It will be through establishing right priorities, the priorities of your own heart. So ask your heart what matters most and attend to that. Soon you'll be able to find your orientation, even if everything you have once held on to appears to be shimmering and is insubstantial, a mere dance of light rather than solid ground. This will become too easy for you because your orientation will flow from within, from your heart, and no matter what shifts and changes take place around you, your center will remain strong. This is what the beloved wants from you, such peace and relief as shall bring to you. But perhaps such shaking about is required first, in case you're reluctant to give up some mainstays, unaware of how much they drain life away from your heart center. The oracle brings you this message also. There is something you are holding on to. A person, place, thing, a belief, a vision. And you need to let it go because it wants to grow. It may grow and change into something entirely different, or it may grow into exactly what you are imagining. Whichever outcome, a growth is happening, and you'll find the way, you enjoy the way, much more with greater flow and support and less bashing of your head against the proverbial brick wall, if you just let it happen. And don't worry if it seems as though your world is coming to an end or you are losing something you once loved. This is just the shaking about of the great beloved to lead you into a deeper, sweeter dance of the divine being and becoming. Put your focus into your heart and realize you are more ready than you think. Now shake those hips, stomp those feet, close your eyes, clap your hands. There, that's better already. And I've been reading the sacred honoring ritual for each card, Capricorn. Realized I don't think I've said Capricorn yet, but this is the Capricorn Oracle Reading. Say the following aloud. What the butterfly calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. Repeat it 3 times, or however many times feels necessary for you to have the deeper part of your soul to really believe in what you are saying. You'll know when that happens because you'll feel more peace and presence within. And then you have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Well, Capricorn, that is your monthly Rumi Oracle. I'm probably going to do this once a month. And sorry my reading wasn't better. I'm kind of winded. I've been doing a lot of these, and it's a lot of reading, and it's some of those words are kind of hard to see. But next week I'll be back to doing my regular readings.